So 2 days ago I recorded a video about the time I went over a decade without masturbating, and I got 6 dislikes. I wish I could show those dislikes on YouTube. I thought it was just a default feature that dislikes don't show, but apparently you can't even override that. That's too bad, because it is one of my most disliked videos, aside from the time I asked people to dislike a video. But I thought I would reflect more about the time I went 10 years without masturbating, because it's a big inspiration for me. I was in first grade one time when I wanted to pick on one of my classmates. His name is Jason, and I said, "Jason!" during the middle of class. Jason said, "What?" And I said, "Nothing." And so the idea of saying somebody's name and then they say what and you say nothing, that was like the first meme I ever created. Long before the idea of memes, right? I would say, "Jeff." Jeff would say, "What?" And then I would say nothing, right? And what was really funny is that eventually the meme became so popular, and we would both Jeff and I, or whoever and I, would both say all 3 lines, right? "Jeff, what? Nothing. Jeff, what? Nothing." I was in first grade at the time, and I didn't have to masturbate in order to have fun, right? Just like today, when I don't masturbate, I create all sorts of new memes, right? When I was in second grade, my classmate had, or actually my teacher claimed that it was impossible. This was during math class. She claimed that it's impossible to take 3 numbers and subtract them in any meaningful way. And my classmate, who was really good at math, he ended up winning nationals in math counts a few years later. But he came up with a way to try to subtract 3 numbers in a series. And to this day, I don't know if what he did meant anything. I can't remember exactly what he did. But he got the whole class to listen to him, which was very nice, right? One time, I think I was 7 or 8 years old at the time. One day, we were on the road, and there's a song on the radio, and I really liked it, but my dad changed the radio station, and we couldn't find the song again. After we couldn't change it back for whatever reason, couldn't find the station we were on, and I was so upset. And it took me 2 decades before I heard that song again and found it. I don't want to say what song it is on here, because it's really stupid how I fought with my dad over that, and how it would be 2 decades later before I could find what that song was and listen to it. Now I can listen to it all I want. I don't even care about it anymore. I was in 5th grade when one time I had a little bit of an anxiety attack while trying to talk to a girl that I liked. There's a girl that I liked in the classroom, and I thought after class I would call her on the phone. So after class I looked up her number in the phone book. This was back in the day when you could look up a phone number in a book that was about that thick. And I found it, and I called the number, and her mom answered the phone, and I asked for her. She was busy with homework or whatever the situation is, and her mom asked who it was, and I got a major anxiety attack, and I said, "I'm not going to tell you who I am." It's not because I had anything malicious going on, I just had a lot of anxiety, that's all. And she got very angry and said, "Well, don't call again if you're not going to tell me who you are," something to that effect. And the next day, my teacher wanted to talk to me. Apparently she had called our teacher, or maybe our principal, to complain about me or something like that. And long story short, I had no malicious intent. I just seized up. I've learned to give myself a couple of seconds. There's no rush to answer somebody on the phone or even face-to-face. I especially love it when I get to email people, because I get to sit on it. Hey, who is it? I can sit on it for 5 hours while I go out to dinner, talk to a friend, figure out what to, maybe even discuss it on YouTube, right? I love that. When it's on the phone, or worse yet, face-to-face, I feel a lot of pressure to quickly speak, and oftentimes I make a mistake. And so, as you can see, there was a lot of life before masturbating, and there will be life after masturbating. I really look forward to next 50, 60, 70 years that I go without masturbating.